Hey guys, and welcome back to Shelf by Shelf with Captain Foley, taking a look at all the stuff in the library, shelf by shelf. Today is episode 10, chapter 10, the actual real chapter 10. If you don't know what I'm talking about, what I'm referring to, check out the last episode where I mistakenly thought it was chapter 10 and it was actually chapter 9. But anyway, let's get a look at the shelf we're going to be looking at today and go from there. And if you haven't checked out the other videos in this series, please go do so. Like I said, there's now 10 of them. This is actually the real 10th. So buckle up, grab a nice beverage or a snack, and let's get into it. This episode in particular is probably not going to be a super long one, but chapter 11 probably will be pretty long. Anyway, let's get to it. All right, guys, here's the shelf we're looking at today. There's not a lot to look at here, but there are a few things. So, see anything you like? Keep watching. So Dot's making one of her appearances in today's video. She's usually not in the video as much. It's usually Lola or Precious, which, speaking of, here comes one of them. Anyway, let's get into it. So there were a few books on the top, which we're going to get to first, and then the stuff in front of the books. And yeah, so starting off with the GI Diet. This is just a book that's been floating around for years. I believe this one's Sylvia's. I don't think we've looked at it. It's just sitting there right now. It's kind of a catch-all. So, oh look, Precious has joined. So anyway, not important. Not anything special. Next up, we got one of the William Shatner books. This is Tech Secret. This, of course, is Tech Wars series. I haven't read this. I have some of the Tech World comics when they first came out, which we'll get into my comic collection at some other point, I'm sure. But this is one of those novels which I think was just picked up at like a garage sale or something. There's the man himself on the back. And we also have Knights of the Blood. He was out to solve a mystery in the dark and terrifying world of the vampire. So it's just a vampire novel, which also includes knights, two of my favorite things. So that's pretty awesome. I can't say as I've really actually read this one. Bizarre String of Killings in 1972, where the murder weapon was a stake through the heart. Back to World War II, where SS forces found themselves up against an enemy beyond their wildest imaginings. So it goes back to World War II, stuff like that. So, and then back to the Crusades as well, where a battle within the very sanctuary of the church would give rise to the Knights of the Blood. So, I'm intrigued to read this. I have been for a while, haven't got to it, but it's sounds pretty good to me. So those are the books that were up there. Now, you did see stuff at the front. First off, we got this little, it's a flask essentially. It's a globe. It's got a little cork in it. And this was bought in, I don't know, 20 years ago or so at the LCBO. This came with a bottle of alcohol as a bonus thing. And it's pretty cool. It's been broken over the years. There's a broken piece of wood there. And it's been chewed on by cats and things over the years. But it's still really cool. And it's very reminiscent of the one that I got for Christmas this year, which is a larger one, which is downstairs right now, which I showed off in my Christmas haul video. This one doesn't light up or anything. It's just a wooden base, glass globe. And it's very nice. I've liked that for a long time. It's pretty cool. Next up, we got a Mr. Sylvia, of course, has her plants up here, and it's just a nice little glass mister for that. So nothing miraculously amazing. And next up is E equals MC squared. Mr. Albert Einstein himself as a piggy bank. This was given to Sylvia by my son Thomas for Christmas one year, and it's just pretty cool. It's just cool to have a bust of Albert Einstein. So that's the stuff at the front of the shelves and on the top. Now we're going to get to the books at the back. And like I said, there aren't a lot, so bear with me. We're going to get to it right now. Let's get to them. All right, so we got the Anne Rice Complete Vampire Chronicles. So you got the Interview with the Vampire, Vampire Lestat, Queen of the Damned, and The Tale of the Body Thief. I mean, vampires, so, but a nice collection of books, nice covers. Love the Anne Rice stuff. I think she does a really good job with the genre and with vampires. And I got these, when I was like 20 for Christmas one year. And I've read them all except for Tale of the Body Thief. Never got to that one. But yeah, I do like Anne Rice's work. So fight me, I guess. I don't know. We've got Her Name is Titanic. Or Her Name, Titanic, the untold story of the sinking and finding of the unsinkable ship. So this is basically just the tale of the sinking of the ship. Got a lot of really great photos, and then its discovery and pictures of the wreckage and stuff like that. So, and it's a gripping dramatization of the 1912 disaster. A splendid book. It often moved me to tears. Love Titanic stuff. Speaking of, and these next three are all Titanic related. I do have a bunch more Titanic stuff, but some of it's on shelves over there, and we'll get to that when we get to it. But Titanic, and this is where they were really cashing in on Titanic stuff. So there was a lot of Titanic books out, and of course I'm a sucker and had to buy them. Mystery Murder Money, On Board the World's Most Famous and Tragic Ship by Tony Aspler. A superb job of integrating a fictional mystery with an enthralling account of an historic event. Don't think I've ever read this. But as I do this series, I'm like, I need to read that. I need to read that. So I need to read this. Next up, Clive Cussler, Raise the Titanic. Now, this is, of course, is a movie. The book is, of course, better than the movie, but really good. If you haven't had a chance to see this, this is before they actually discovered the wreck of the Titanic when he wrote this, so they didn't know it was broken in half, in twain. So his proposal for how to raise the Titanic is interesting. It's a good read and a good movie as well. So check it out, Raise the Titanic, if you haven't already. Really great idea and premise. So. All right, a few more. Let's go on. Continuing our Titanic theme somewhat, The Night Lives On. The untold stories and secrets behind the sinking of the unsinkable ship. Yeah, unlike the ship, the legend refuses to sink. So yeah, it is basically just some stories from Titanic. We've got a lost and saved chart for the different classes of passenger. The Night Lives On. So I was going to say Night to Remember, but that's this one. There's actually a movie called The Night to Remember as well about the Titanic. So this is another one of those, and it's just another retelling of the Titanic disaster. I think with some fictional elements mixed in. I think there's a movie based on this that is, I don't know if I've seen. It's an old black and white one, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a movie. And I probably read the book a long time ago. I don't recall, but I'm just failing miserably here. I apologize. Choose Your Own Adventure, Terror on the Titanic. Look, there's Jack, and he's got enough room to hold on. No, this is one of the Choose Your Own Adventure novels, so it's got a whole bunch of illustrations. And will you survive the sinking of the Titanic, or will you die? I always loved these Choose Your Own Adventures when I was a kid. I'm not sure how long I've had that one, actually. Here's Mortal Kombat. the novelization of the movie. First time in print. It's got an interesting piece of artwork there of the fighters. But yeah, finally, in this all-new original novel, the unknown origins of your favorite heroes and villains, the brave Liu Kang, the lethal Sonya Blade, and the vile Shang Tsung. Now their stories can be told. Who are they? Where they came from? What secrets they hide? And how they fought for a mysterious amulet that held the key to their future. The future of Mortal Kombat. Okay, so this isn't the novelization of the movie. What is on this cover? Seems to be some gunk. Kind of like some sticky... I don't know what that is. What the hell? Okay, so it's not a novelization of the movie. Sorry, I thought it was. I do have the movie novelization. I think we might have looked at that in chapter 7. Possibly, yes. Anyway, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat! This book I've had as long as I can remember, The Hand of Robin Squires. This is about the mystery of Oak Island. This really got me intrigued about that mystery. And then the show, Mystery of Oak Island or whatever, with the brothers that are searching the island, just frustrates the shit out of me. I watched it for like 7 seasons and got so frustrated with every episode because they never found anything, but they also always found something. And it's really irritating and annoying. Just get to the goddamn solution, then make a documentary about it. Don't do a weekly show where you don't find anything. But this is great, The Hand of Robin Squires, because apparently there was a severed hand found when they first discovered the money pit. And this is the story of how that all happened. And like I said, I've had this for as long as I can remember. The artwork always intrigued me. The premise always intrigued me. Mystery Island, hidden treasure. It's fantastic. So, and this also has some illustrations and whatnot in it. This is one of a Puffin book. So this is probably one I got from the Scholastic Book Fair through my school. But there's the map, or a picture of Oak Island, which Oak Island looks like a elephant almost in its design, but pirates and just exciting stuff. So anyway, yeah. All right. Next part's going to be kind of boring. Now the most outdated thing ever because internet exists, but the New International Webster's Pocket Reference Library. And there you've got everything you need. You got your business, computer, dictionary. Well, the computer is probably way outdated. Grammar, medical and first aid, quotations, spellings, and thesaurus. This, I think, was Sylvia's, given to her by her mom years ago. I'm gonna pull out this computer book. Let's see what year we're talking about here. Oh, it's just computer. It's a glossary, essentially. 2000 edition, reprinted in 2001. Dot matrix printer, laser printer, inkjet printer, color or monochrome printer. It's just different computer terms. Introduction to personal computers. So yeah, this is super outdated, but interesting nonetheless. And that's it. That's all that's on this shelf. Shelf number 10 was not as exciting as I made it out to be in the chapter 9. Chapter 9 was a fun episode, so go back and check that out. And like I said, I mistook that for episode 10 right from the hop. So this is the real episode 10, and it's not super exciting, so I apologize. Anyway, guys, I'm going to give you guys a quick preview of the next shelf so that you guys can tune in. And by all means, go check out the other ones as well. But here's a preview of shelf number 11. All right, so here's a preview of shelf 11. Right now, this is kind of a catch-all shelf because I need another bookcase or two in this library. But that's what we got going on Chapter 11, some old comics, trading cards, a mystery box full of who knows. Ooh. We'll look at it all though. And some various other books and graphic novels and such here. So that'll be next time on Shelf by Shelf. Well, there you go, guys. That is shelf 11. Lots of really cool stuff there. Like I said, it's kind of a catch-all right now until we get some more bookcases in here. But there's definitely a wide variety of stuff there. That'll be a much longer episode. And if you're interested in anything you see there, by all means, make sure you're subscribed to this channel and hit the like button for me. I'd appreciate that. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching and sitting through this one. It's not exciting as the other ones, I know, but there's going to be some times where that's just going to be the case. So anyway, like I said, if you don't want to miss any of these future videos, by all means, make sure you subscribe to this channel, which is the Captain Foley personal channel. Don't forget to check out our Trekyards channel as well. If you love Star Trek, that's the place to be. And by all means, give me a thumbs up and check out another video by me right over here. So until next time, I'm Captain Foley, signing off. Bye, everybody.